Neon lights, neon lights. Stay dancing with my demons, do the dash me out of sight. Run it up, secure the bag.
Hello and welcome to the SoulInsights podcast. I'm Kyle and Loxton, joined by
Kyle.
And we're going to do another installment on our, what was it again?
Fun facts. Part 2.
Yes.
So yes,
Go
the
straight
first
into
one was banter, wasn't it? So we'll do it again.
We'll just enlighten you with some more facts.
Exactly. So yeah, go straight away with whatever's first.
So music recommendation is, finally, after saying it, Logic and Lucy Rose in a mission. Just because it was my most played song of the year on my Spotify Wrapped.
Oh yes, of course. So we can start with that, seeing as we're on new music.
So I'd add that to the SI Pod playlist on Spotify. But I mean, Logic, going off of that, I would say, talk about him briefly. The Incredible True Story is his best work. Debatable.
No,
it's his best.
I don't know what I'd say.
My favourite album.
It is banger. So yeah, I would just say it's up there. It's decent.
Yeah, I'd recommend checking out that album, Tits, I think, as it's abbreviated, isn't it? But
so going on to the Spotify Wrapped, what were your top 5?
what was your most played song?
My most played song, Black White Boy by Logic, 163 plays.
Right. So just to recap, Spotify 22 Wrapped. It's out. Quite a lot of people are doing it anyway, isn't it? Kind of sums up
it, yeah.
Your music taste in a year. Your most played album, most played songs, what your music taste is like, how many minutes you've listened to certain things, and then Apple's version
Apple
is
Replay, which only counts, I believe, the stuff that you've actually got from the Apple Music library. So if you have stuff on your phone that you've downloaded onto your phone or whatever, I don't think it counts, because mine would be probably 3 times higher if it was.
But yeah, it's a cool stat to see what your music taste is. It says your top genre and things like that, and how long you've stayed on Spotify. I'm surprised when they have some where it's it's not whale sounds or something because they're number 2 because they listen to it while sleeping or some crap.
Gay shit like that.
What? You can't say that. But yeah, jokes and that.
Yeah, fuck it. Get cancelled.
So
right, so Eminem, Logic, NF, Hi-Rez and G-Eazy, my top 5. So Eminem and Logic very far up there with a lot more played than the rest.
Brandon Savage, Palace, Logic, me, so jokes. Bring Me the Horizon.
Yeah, so vanity over here, vanity level 1000.
Right, I said it was interesting to see. I'm listening to Dat Piff as well, which is the mixtape thing. So that's the old school Logic projects, and a few MGK Black Flag I quite like listening to. So like you said, it's the stat that doesn't get counted.
Yeah, exactly. It's stuff.
It's jokes in me on there, to be honest. I guess it's to keep the lyrics fresh in my mind, so I do keep me in rotation a little bit. What about your top 5 songs?
Pain.
You know something? Yeah,
I've gone off of it. Let me just find out. So my top 5 songs are Black White Boy by Logic, Therapy Music by Logic, Flawless by Logic, Vinyl Days by Logic, and God Might Judge by Logic. Number 6 is also Logic numbers, and then number 7 changes, Bad Dreams by Hi-Rez.
All right. Yeah, mine's just a mixture, to be honest. Mostly it's Logic, Brandon Savage, and MGK Roll the Windows Up, which is off his quarantine session thing.
And of course you're on there, aren't you?
I won't change. I don't know why it's number 2. I must have left it on repeat when I was doing something, because I don't remember listening to it that much.
Just maybe listening to all the lyrics so that we could do the video for it, which hasn't happened yet.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe
it might have been that as well, actually. Listened to it a lot on the lead up, I think. It was to spam the lyrics in my head.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there you go. Check it out. Spotify Wrapped.
So we'll go film first, because I've got this right in front of me. So new trailers released for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, and then Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, and then actual film recommendation, Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. So we'll go for something Christmassy. I don't actually know what it is. I just saw it come up on IMDb and thought, fuck it, that'll do. Right, TV recommendation is Wednesday, the Addams Family spin-off thing, which, again, no idea what it is. But obviously it's everywhere at the moment, isn't it? Number 1 on Netflix. Yeah. And then game recommendations, 2 new games, of which I haven't played either. The Callisto Project, which is been raved about quite a lot, but I don't think it's lived up as much to the hype.
Okay.
And then Marvel Midnight Suns, which I don't really know anything about.
Okay.
So it's just
Fair enough.
It is what it is.
And you see people, I shared you, the remastering Witcher 3 as well, isn't it? Is that how soon?
Yes, so
For like the
we'll
fifth
figure
time or
out. I
something.
think it's the 15th of December.
Is
So
it?
when it comes to that, we'll mention it again, because I'll probably get that, because this is why I've been waiting,
Yeah.
because I wanted to wait until the next gen update came out for that game.
They say it's one of the best RPGs like made.
It's got
Open world or
mixed
something.
reviews.
So I quite
People either
liked
love it or hate it, I think.
I'm not a massive fan of that sort of world and things like that, but it's quite
Yeah.
cool. But I have to check those two out there, isn't it? Those that you said.
Cool. Right, on to...
Dictionary of Obscure Sorrows by John Koenig. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Here we
chapter
go.
3, montage of attractions, finding shelter in the presence of others. And is that what I said? And then the word is mottle-headed.
MOTELHEADD.
Double T. But yeah, basically. So it is feeling uneasy when socializing with odd combinations of friends and family, or friends and colleagues, or colleagues and family, mixing a medley of ingredients that don't typically go together, which risks either watering down your identity into grey mush or accidentally triggering some sort of explosion.
So basically, being around people you don't want to be around.
It's mixing your people that you mix with, but you wouldn't want to mix them with other people that you know. So I wouldn't want colleagues mixing with some friends. Because it's like you've got two different sides to you. You act differently around some friends than you would with other people, wouldn't you? Or like...
Certain friends you might not want around your parents or something like that, because it's like, it's just going to be weird.
Yeah.
You know, it's like they're going to be stupid, and then your parents are going to be like, oh, what have I raised you?
Yeah, when it
How
says...
have I raised you?
Say if like you're with me and then I'm with some like professional people that you kind of see me act differently, so like when it says watering your ingredients into like grey mush,
And then
you're
I'm
like,
just
you
there
don't
being an
act like
absolute
that, like-
weird one.
yeah, it's like you're not acting like that normally.
So at work, I get it. There's a couple people that we're like weird. Like you act so weird, like
Yeah.
not normal in any way, and then somebody will come up like and start saying something to you, and you'll turn
Yeah.
like, oh, you'll be serious and that, and you'll actually act normal. And as soon as they leave again, you just act like a dickhead again.
So it's that weird feeling that you just feel
Yeah.
uneasy with it. I mean, imagine what you feel like meeting the girlfriend's family for the first time as well. I mean,
When
that's,
you're sat like quietly on the sofa or on the chair at a dining table, and just like, oh yes,
but like in a film,
thank
like
you, and then all of a sudden, like 1 month down the line, you're just slamming a door open, going raiding all the
Yeah.
fridges, and you're like, I'm gonna go fuck your daughter so hard.
Do you know when it's there was a TikTok I think when like your her parents think you're like an angel and something like that, and on the drive home you're like, move out the fuck away.
Yeah.
Turning up like the drum and bass and stuff, and it's like that's how you truly like.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
So yeah, there
Right,
we go.
jokes.
Mottle-headed.
Right, we're going straight on to the main topic.
Main topic, yeah.
So
Facts.
fun facts again. So
We'll quote the sources real quick.
yeah,
Scary-
you've got them both written down.
So Scary Mummy and Best Life.
And then I've also got some facts app that I got a couple off from the App Store.
Okay.
So yeah, right, you go first. You've got
Okay.
more than me, I think.
There's a company that turns dead bodies into an ocean reef. For those who romanticize a burial at sea, the company Eternal Reefs offers an innovative solution. It mixes the cremated remains of a person with concrete to create a pearl onto which loved ones can etch personal messages, handprints, or environmentally friendly mementos. The pearl is then encased in a reef ball that is dropped into the sea, where it provides a new habitat for fish and other sea life, helping encourage a vibrant ecosystem, the circle of life at work.
So I believe I've said this one before,
Did you?
not in as much detail. Literally just saying that bodies have been turned into reefs and they're at the bottom of
did
the
you?
ocean. Yeah, not into as much detail. So not saying like the pearl stuff and all that.
Oh, okay.
But I recall, because I remember seeing that one as I was looking around for some and thinking, oh, I've said that one, haven't I?
right.
So it's still a cool thing, isn't it? Like,
I would say it's a pretty cool way of going out.
it's
to be
making
honest.
something useful out of your body after you've gone, essentially.
It was like we'll just watch Steve-O, isn't it? Your skin graft.
Yeah, exactly. Your skin has been put onto somebody who purposely burnt it off themselves doing something stupid.
Exactly.
Normal.
Imagine.
Yeah, exactly. And you know that
Still be
skin's
alright,
just
though.
going to get burnt off again, isn't
Yeah.
it? So you've lived on two bodies and you've been burnt off twice.
I think that'd be quite cool. Like the fact you have like a little message onto the pearl as well.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, no one's
Something
going to see it,
different.
but I mean, it's like a closure
the fish will
thing
read it.
for the
The
family.
fish.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Right. To escape the grip of a crocodile's jaw, push your thumb into its eyeballs. It will let you go instantly.
What if it's not flailing you around, turning you around in the water?
How do you reckon somebody found that out?
Probably did it, to be
What do you
fair.
reckon the person who found that out looks like now?
Oh, just eye gouge. Of course it's probably going to do that. I mean, it'd probably be the same as a shark, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think it is. And it's like, this is a bit more tame, but if a badger's attacking you, you have to hit its nose because that's how it essentially knows what it's doing and that's how it sees. So it is, yeah.
But nah.
Jam your thumbs into a crocodile's eyeballs because it's attacking you. I
mean,
don't think you're going to think like that when you're getting attacked.
in amongst all of that like water
Exactly.
commotion and like getting flipped around the place like some sort of rag doll, to find his eye somewhere
Yeah.
within that.
It's banter, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
I think what you say is that's one of the scariest to be attacked by would be a crocodile. Fuck that.
Probably because it's literally just no mercy, isn't it? It's
Well, like
not gonna
murky
let
swamp
it's
water.
not gonna let you go. So actually, it's not a crocodile, but there was a news story that I saw today, and it was a man fell overboard off of a ship, and he spent 20 hours in jellyfish and shark infested waters, and his quote was, "What's scary is not knowing what's beneath you."
Yeah.
So it is, isn't it?
That's like phobia though, isn't it?
Essentially, yeah.
Scared of like deep water because all you see is just darkness, but you
Yeah.
see a shark fly out of nowhere, like from
Yeah,
the depths,
just
really.
Literally, like point blank in front of you, like shit.
Yeah. They had that main one, that TikTok where it had that saltwater crocodile. It's massive, and all of a sudden, all it is just like a little gate in amongst it. He did like a little selfie, and it went for him.
Yeah.
And it was only this little gate, but I said that was massive. Like, it'd treat you like
It's jokes, isn't that?
yeah.
Right.
But- right. Pigs don't sweat.
I did know that, actually.
Is this another fact you've said?
No,
Oh,
but I
okay.
knew that.
If someone tells you they're sweating like a pig, you might want to point out to them, if you're that sort of person, that if they were being biologically accurate, that would mean they were not sweating at all. I mean, that would probably get you like right hooked for being some little dickhead, to be fair.
It's the sort of thing I'd say.
Oh, you just correct them, like shut up. Swine are born without sweat glands, so when they need to cool off, their only option tends to be to find a cool puddle of mud in which they can roll around.
Sound?
So, I mean, imagine having banter and then say actually biologically accurate. They don't do that.
I think it is
You
the
get
sort of
glassed.
it's the sort of shit
Bottled.
I'd turn around and say.
You get bottled.
Yeah, I'd happily get bottled correcting them about that.
Fuck.
Easy.
Right.
I'm going to run through these two quite quick because they're kind of like short ones. So, honeybees flap their wings 230 times every second. So imagine that. The exercise.
Well, they said like when you're trying to slow down the video, I don't know how much they slow it down for the wings. It was actually something mad, like National
It's like-
Geographic or something.
When you see
Forgotten what he
the
said it was.
perfect stop for a helicopter, when the blades don't look like they're spinning.
Oh yeah.
It's
You
like
get it
it's
with the
mad.
wheels on the rims as well, isn't it? It looks like they're going backwards because the rims are glitching.
So I
out.
suppose it's like honeybee as well then.
Imagine it's so
it doesn't
quick.
look like their wings are flapping because they're going that fast.
They had a camera with the
So-
hummingbird as well when it's like hovering
Yeah,
to get it,
yeah,
isn't
yeah.
it? When it's so quick, it looks like it's just
Yeah, just dead still in the sky.
or the
like-
water as well.
Yeah.
When it's flowing, isn't it? It looks like it's not actually. It's cool though. Honeybee fact.
Yes. You may as well go with one. I thought that was going to be quicker than that
We'll
was.
do that. Just do another one.
Okay. At birth, a panda cub is smaller than a mouse and weighs only 4 ounces. A panda is smaller than a mouse. Like,
Jeez.
just imagine having a little panda sat in the palm of your hand. Like, what
Would
the
be cool though.
fuck?
Imagine a pet panda
Yeah.
though.
Imagine.
You have to go through Chinese authorities. I've looked into it.
Have you?
Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
Because you have to have a very strong bamboo supply, and you have to get clearance from Chinese authorities. I think.
I'm not even surprised that you know that.
It'd be awesome. Imagine
I mean, it would be
like,
cool. It'd be like having like
One
a
of my favourite
chimpanzee or
animals.
something as
Yeah,
a pet.
it's cool.
Like,
Right. At least one of the colours of the Olympic flag appears on all national flags.
I actually knew that as well. I've seen that, or not seen that. I've researched that before.
That was quite cool,
So,
actually.
It is cool. Like, yeah, try and think of a country that doesn't have one of them colours in it now.
There's probably just some history into it. Do you want me to read into what the history is? Or do you want me just to say that? That's the fact. I mean, it says a white background with 5 interlaced rings in the centre. Blue, yellow, black, green, and red is symbolic. Represents the 5 inhabited continents of the world united by Olympism. While the 6 colours are those that appear on all the national flags of the world at the present time.
So, I mean, the fact that it's counting white makes it very clear, to be honest. A lot of flags have white.
I guess white's
so-
quite a neutral colour as well,
Yeah.
to represent like the back of the flag.
Exactly,
And
like
then you
Japan and
have-
England. There you go, white and red.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
There'll be
flip it
other
then.
ones as well.
If you
but-
did the Olympics, what would be your... I've got... What was it again? 2 track, 3 field, isn't it? If you're an athlete.
Right.
If I remember. So track, obviously sprinting on the laps and
Yeah.
everything, and then field is like you're throwing and jumping.
I don't know, 'cause
Come on, back in the day.
from school.
I would know mine, I think.
So the two things were 100 meters and long jump, which I'd always finish second because you were in every single one of them as well, and you'd always finish first.
Yeah, banging.
Yeah.
That's what it
So
was.
can you fuck off, please?
There was.
So they were my two. Like I wouldn't say any more necessarily. I'd do 100 meter.
I think you could do
4
one
by
track,
100
field.
meter relay then.
Yeah.
As the other racing one, and then I don't really know for the hammer curl would be banter, and high jump.
I remember
So I
like
used to do
the
high jump
highest
as well.
performing one was you had to do 3 field 2 track. I think you could do, if it's a 3 one, it's 2 field 1 track. So I think it was long jump, high jump, and then I had to do shot put, which was jokes 'cause I didn't really like throwing stuff. And then it was 100 meter, 200 meter. I think.
I
It's the
didn't like the
sprinting,
200
isn't it?
meter. It's too long.
And possibly the relay, because the relay's
Yeah.
good. I mean, if you got a good team, relay's jokes.
No, as long as you do your part, you're right, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, long jump was fun. That was one of my most
Yeah.
fun one. So, if you had to be an athlete, isn't it? I'd have loved to have pursued athletics, to be honest. But
You fucked it.
it's what it is, isn't it? Let's get lit with the music instead. Come on.
Exactly. Right. Horses and cows can sleep standing up, but they can only dream when lying down. How the fuck does that even get thought? How does anybody figure that out?
How do they know they're
How
dreaming?
do you know that a cow or a horse is dreaming? So if you see a cow, if you see them lying down, sleeping, they're probably having some absolute banter going on in their brain.
Yeah, maybe they had like a brain scan or something and see if the brain's active
Yes,
or something.
yeah, exactly. I suppose it is that, isn't it? But still, that's jokes. Why do you even try and figure that out? Have they tried to figure that out for every animal?
Yeah, exactly.
Or did they just find like a random giraffe and be like, I wonder if this giraffe dreams sleeping down?
Yeah, well, it must dream. Like dog dreaming and runs into a wall or something.
Oh, yeah, that's banter, isn't it? Yeah. Right.
Brown bottles are better for beer. Did you know that?
I mean, you see a lot of beer in brown bottles. Any references to why?
You could say brown or maybe darker colours. So say that while it may be a tongue twister, it's also a fact. If exposed to sunlight, beer can become light struck, which affects its taste and quality, aka makes it taste skunky. It's not heat or oxygen causing the issue, but light. And one of the best ways to protect beers from this is to put it in a darker bottle, which keeps the flavour killing wavelengths from ruining your brew. Which is quite cool. Imagine light would affect it. Technically might heat it up as well if it's obviously left in the sun and things.
Yeah, as you just said, heat don't matter, does it?
I'm trying to think,
If the
like,
beer
what's in
heats
a
up, it doesn't make a
Corona?
difference.
It's in a clear bottle.
Yeah, you get a few in a clear
Kind of thing.
bottle, but I suppose
I just
it
thought
depends what
Heineken
type
straight
of beer,
away.
and probably it depends what it's made
Lager,
out
so.
of.
Yeah.
Like, I think ales are normally, from when I've been serving them, like bottled ales, they're normally
Darker.
in darker bottles. Normally, you do get some in lighter bottles, but then lagers are normally in lighter bottles. So maybe
Yeah.
it just depends.
Maybe lager doesn't affect it too much.
So maybe it depends on the colour of the beer.
Yeah.
It might
Oh,
not.
yeah, it might- yeah, it
but
might.
this is just like
It's a
speaking
darker
out loud,
one,
thinking
isn't
out loud.
it? Yeah, it helps itself being darker.
Ales are normally darker, so that's
Corona's
probably why they're in a
yeah.
darker bottle.
That's quite cool.
Yeah, quite a lot of the stuff around here, like the Cotley and the Quantock Brewery stuff, they're normally in darker bottles,
Yeah.
which is ales and not lagers.
It's
so.
quite cool. It didn't even cross my mind. I'll probably look at it more every time I look at one. It's
Exactly, you just think, oh, it's in a brown bottle.
I mean, my
That's all you
go-to is a
think,
mix
isn't it?
anyway, like Corona and then it's Desperados. They're probably the two main ones I'd
Yeah, and they're
look
both
out
in
for.
clear bottles, aren't
Obviously
they?
Guinness.
So,
And that's just black.
yeah, but that's not in bottles, is it? You can't.
No.
Can you get Guinness in bottles?
No, that'd be grim. Imagine.
That'd be tasty. Right. Glow-in-the-dark sharks are a thing.
Oh, look.
The swell shark, which dwells 1,700 feet beneath the ocean's surface, emits a fluorescent glow. Granted, it's typically only visible to other swell sharks, but scientists have figured out a way to detect the glow using filters.
Oh, right. What Instagram filters?
Fuck's sake.
Does a camera
like-
lens pick up a glow? Music video? Or just go out with a GoPro?
It's like when you see the little glow-in-the-dark scorpions in like the zoos and stuff like that. They're pretty cool. So can you just imagine a shark flying towards you and it's glow-in-the-dark?
Well, that'd be alright. At
Although
least it gets
technically
rid
you
of
wouldn't be
your
able
fear
to-
then, isn't it?
You wouldn't be able to see the glow, so I think that's what that's saying.
Mission failed, been
It's
compromised.
typically only visible to other swell sharks, so they can
Wow.
see that they're
That's a bit
glowing.
lame,
But
isn't it?
yeah, exactly.
Bit of an
Imagine
internal banter, that.
just seeing a glowing blob flying towards you and then just eats you.
Yeah, it'd stop you from getting the fear of deep water because you just see little glowing balls at the bottom going, oh, there's some sharks down there.
Yeah.
It'll just highlight you. You've got some sort of like seventh
Yeah.
sense or something. That'd be
Right.
pretty cool though. Glow in the dark sharks. Banging.
Yeah.
Right. Beware Cynosilophicaphobia.
Right.
I probably
Yeah.
slaughtered that word. So it's CENOSILLICAPHOBIA.
Yeah.
It's a great word to break out at a pie. It literally means fear of an empty glass. Which at a party, decent.
I mean, yeah.
When
you
your glass
don't-
is empty, you've got that similar.
How is
Fill it up, please.
How is anyone scared of an empty glass?
Well, no, it could be
Like-
banter, isn't it? At a party, my glass is empty. Like, you're scared of an empty glass.
Yeah, I
fill
know,
it up,
but-
get lit.
Like,
know what I
could
mean?
that
Always
actually
gives
be
me
a
thought.
real thing? Like,
Probably.
I mean, the snowflakes.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're scared of holes in your hand. Like, that's one, isn't it? Trisafla.
Not in your hand. It's just
Crumpets.
like you're scared of holes. Yeah. So like a
Mad.
crumpet would terrify you.
Jeez.
Yeah. So.
I mean, people are
It
scared of
makes
loads
sense.
of things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
there'd be little things that would trigger something, but
So I'm scared of like a sponge or something.
I would
not
say
one,
that
like-
just for purely out of jokes that I need to be topped up.
Yeah, exactly. Excuse me, this empty glass is scaring me. Please fill it
Yeah.
up.
You say about your heart as well, is it?
Exactly. Just fucking
Empty.
empty heart. Nobody gives a shit about it.
Oh, empty soul.
Nobody cares. Fucking sharing it to 2 people. On to the next. There are more Lego minifigures in existence than actual people on Earth.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I mean, it's Lego, isn't it? So it's probably fucking trillions,
yeah.
and fucking billions and gazillions of them. So just think about how many.
Do you reckon some of
many
those Lego
little
people
things?
are more valuable?
I mean, yeah, they're more valuable than the typical Bell Sniff's existence, aren't they? So, yeah.
Right. Speed dating was invented by a rabbi. While we might think of it as an innovative way to get laid, it was a very traditional person who invented speed dating. Based in Beverly Hills, California, created this concept in 1998, bringing together a handful of single men and women for some matchmaking. Would you ever go speed dating, or have you been speed dating?
I haven't. I don't think I would.
I got invited to go a couple months ago, I think. A couple of mates have been on it. It's a bit mad, to be honest.
It'd be a different experience, but I don't like talking to people. So
But that's speed, isn't it? Like, if
Yeah,
you're
I
bored
know,
of it, just
but-
ring a bell, don't you? Next. Fuck
I
off.
don't know. It's not that.
Fuck
you,
off.
you have like 2 minutes or whatever, and then you've got to last those 2 minutes.
Oh, I thought you just buzz if you're bored of them.
well, no,
maybe.
because
I know, it's how savage
then
speed
everybody'd
dating.
have to do that, wouldn't they?
What's that video? As
Then
soon as
what?
they sit down, just buzz. Nah,
Yeah.
mate.
What?
Don't
You
give you a
ding the
chance,
bell,
don't
and then
even
where
mouth.
would you go? Because you couldn't go to the next person.
We just sit there like a lemon. I'd rather
Yeah,
sit
exactly.
in silence. The small talk. Isn't it?
Hi, I'm
Fuck.
fucking.
I like
Hi,
long walks on the
hi,
beach.
hi, I'm Jeremy. It's like, Jeremy, I don't want to talk to you.
King
Shut up.
Jeremy the Wicked.
Exactly. Right, on that note, I'm done.
I'd do speed dating, to be honest. I think it'd be a waste of time, but banter, isn't it?
Absolute waste of time, but banter.
Yeah, just get drunk and just.
You'd
have a
be
laugh.
like, hi, I'm Chiron Loxton. Go check out my album. Ding,
Oh,
next.
Yeah, Google me. I can't be asked.
Yeah, Google me. You'll find out everything.
I've got a weird name.
Yeah. Right. This is jokes.
Wow.
The average person will spend 6 months of their life waiting for red lights to turn green.
Mm-hmm.
How much of your life do you think you spend behind 40-mile-an-hour drivers?
You a lot more.
I mean, I spent like 20 minutes behind a 20-mile-an-hour driver today.
You
so,
love it. You love every second of
I
it,
mean,
mate.
that's a bit mad. 6 months sat at red lights.
Yeah, probably.
You've wasted 6 months of your life. Imagine how much you could do in that time. Like, every time you're waiting at a red light, you write
Is that
something
walking
down
as
or-
well? Like just any red light?
It just says
Just driving or...
No, it just says
pedestrian?
waiting at red lights.
typical.
So yeah, you could be pedestrian as well waiting that
What about in
time.
Amsterdam? How long are you waiting at that red light?
Exactly. Very long.
Fuck's sake. Right.
Jokes is like 12 seconds.
You can hire scary clowns to terrify children.
The Terrifier.
Yeah, exactly. You can hire a clown in Switzerland to stalk your kid and creepily smash a cake into their face on their birthday.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
Could you hire a terrifier? Don't condemn that
So
sort of
I don't-
violence on people.
I don't want my child anymore, so I'm going to hire the Terrifier to
Jesus
terrorise them and then
Christ.
finish them.
Wow. That's dark,
Right,
that.
yeah, so,
I mean, if
yeah.
you watch Terrifier, imagine.
Yeah, imagine.
Hire that. It's probably something on the dark web, to be honest.
Yeah, you could do it.
Have you seen? There's a video on
fucking hell,
TikTok
what's
on the
happening
dark
now?
web. You can gnome someone.
Yeah, you told me about this, I think.
This dude, he's following on TikTok. I've forgotten his name. I would have said it, but he's started now. There's a gnome in his back garden. He did it on himself just to see if it was real, and they're starting to break into his house, placing gnomes in his house.
So these people, they put gnomes. They put a gnome in your property, and as soon as you remove it, they'll double it.
Mad.
And then they'll
They'll
on
stalk
doubling
your
it.
house.
They'll keep on putting more and more and more
Inside
until you're
and out.
basically filled.
Yeah.
Yes, until you're basically got
I
to
think they
gnome up
said
your ass.
they start on the outside, and then eventually, if you want to escalate it, they start placing them inside your house.
Yeah, I've got no idea how they get in your house.
Exactly, and the little email that they like correspond you with is all of that, gnome worries and stuff like that. Oh my god, I wouldn't.
Oh,
No, dark web is messed up.
People who suffer from boanthropy, I've probably butchered that, boanthropy, believe they are a cow and will try to live their life as a cow.
Does not surprise me.
I mean,
You've
you
seen the
can
madness.
be anything nowadays, can't you?
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
like the thing that comes to mind is people who like to be treated like a dog and like to be walked like that.
That's
of
a
thing.
fetish thing, I think.
Yeah, like I think there was an OnlyFans that came out that was somebody who pretended to be a dog constantly.
Yeah.
People who believe they're a cow, boanthropy, let's call it boanthropy.
Imagine milking them.
For fuck's sake, would you rather milk a person that's a male that's pretending to be a cow, or a female that's pretending to be a cow?
With your little bucket, pail.
Milk those uddlers dry.
Right, speaking of that, then
fantastic.
flowers like Viagra.
Does it get them off? It gets them erect.
If you put some Viagra in a vase, it will make flowers stand up straight for a week beyond when they would normally wilt, accordingly to one study conducted by Israeli and Australian researchers.
So would they be stood up straight, but
They'd be stiff.
They'd be stiff, but they'd still be dead. Like the flower on top would be dead, but the stem would be stiff as a fucking
It went out happy.
pole.
It went out
Exactly,
enjoying
yeah.
life.
Death by Viagra.
That'd be jokes. Why would conduct that experiment? What's going on? Just want to see how lit the flowers
Exactly, yeah.
start changing colours and everything. Start entwining each other. Like,
Yeah.
what? Flowers
Why
getting
not?
off of each other. Like, what?
Right, Nokia used to once use Nokia was once famous as a manufacturer of toilet paper. Can you imagine how tough that toilet paper would be? Your finger would never slip through, would it?
Imagine if it made the
Going by
little noise.
the Nokia 3310, it would be solid as a rock, wouldn't it? It'd be more solid than the shit coming out your ass.
It made the little like notification every
Exactly.
time you wiped.
No, you'd wipe it, and then when there's no shit on the wipe, it'd make its notification and be like, bloop, you're done.
Yeah. I forgot what it. Oh,
Probably get a copyright
your
for that now.
shit is now complete. Right. Terrorist instructions were once replaced with cupcakes.
What?
Britain's Secret Intelligence Service once backed an Al Qaeda website and replaced the bomb instructions with a cupcake recipe.
Imagine that 100 gram flour, 10 grams yeast.
Probably still made it.
Exactly. It's like fucking making a bomb out of a cupcake. You go to exploding it just lets off like little party poppers. Like,
You can make like sugar bombs though, can't you? I think.
I mean, yeah,
Something
but
linked with that. I don't know what the ingredients are. I wouldn't
It
even
wouldn't
say
be
them
a
on a
normal-
podcast, to be honest.
it wouldn't be a normal cupcake ingredients, would it? A normal
you
cupcake
could
recipe.
mask it as a cupcake. Imagine they being like, the intelligence just replace it. That's jokes.
Right, my last one. So, did you know that Harry Styles has 4 nipples?
Damn.
Exactly.
Has he?
Yes, he said it in an interview. So he got asked if he really has 4 nipples, and he said yes. So
Right. He has the most streamed song on Apple Music and Spotify for 2022. Another fun fact. As it was. As it was.
fucking Harry Styles.
So he's a very successful person, to be honest. I think he's probably one of the icons in our generation, to be honest. Whether you like it or not, you
And he
have
came
to
out of
accept
X
that.
Factor,
One Direction as well.
and he has
wasn't
4 nipples.
it? Well,
He wasn't good enough to make it on his own, so they had to make him into a band. And now he's on his own.
he smashed
He's
it.
Absolutely blasting
Slapping it.
those good
Slapping it up.
loops.
Who would you say are the icons? Quickly. Harry Styles, Taylor Swift, I would say.
Depends how far you go back.
Ed Sheeran? I don't know, maybe.
It depends how far back you go.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the most streamed. He is. Oh, he's up there. Well, there you go. I'm just crossed my mind when you
Biggest
said it.
music like person to exist, I'd say,
At
is
the minute.
Eminem.
Whatever exists at the minute in our lifetime, or just currently coming through now. Because I think Eminem
Okay, so
might be
ever.
a bit previous.
I think Eminem ever, like
Yeah.
greatest musician of all time.
Well, because you like that genre.
I know, but you can't deny what
He is
he's
good.
done
Yeah, what
for
he's
it.
done.
Like you've got like say AC/DC
Yeah.
and stuff like that kind of stuff, like your heavy rock or metal, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
That's like obviously iconic, or like Freddie Mercury and stuff like that, Michael Jackson. But I think Eminem, the amount that he's
Everyone
done,
knows him.
everybody knows him. The amount of time that he's been going, the amount that he's done, the people he's been doing stuff with, it's ridiculous. The people he's influenced.
The whole genre as well, though, isn't
he's
it?
influenced, the fact that he was the first white rapper, basically, wasn't he? And he's basically done it better than a lot of the black rappers that used to be. So anyway, but coming through, I think you'd probably have to say Harry Styles, wouldn't you?
At the minute, I think he's smashing.
I feel like Ed Sheeran's fallen off a bit. He's not as good as he was.
I don't know, because I don't think he's successful in the music way, but maybe quite likes his own space as well. Maybe Harry Styles likes the spotlight and he smashes it in that, whereas Ed Sheeran might just like, I'll give you the music and I'm chilling with my family, thanks. Which like is another. There's nothing wrong with that.
No. But anyway,
Well,
completely off topic.
I've got 3, so we can run through them. Yeah. Oh shit, what's going on there? One Norwegian town has a super ironic name. There's a village in southern Norway actually named Hell, and every winter it freezes over.
It's pretty cool.
Would you travel to Hell?
Yeah.
I'm always in Hell.
It's the only place you want to... Yeah, exactly. I'm already there.
Live in a fucking hellhole. Nah, Norway's one place I haven't gone to. I'd love to go Norway. I mean, hiking and everything, isn't it? Maybe you do skiing there, isn't it?
Next on the list. Yeah, you could. We go to Hell.
Is that how enthusiastic you are about Norway? Next on the list.
Yeah.
Norway's banging.
No, so I'll happily go there. I don't mind.
We're more
right.
We're more prepped for a zombie invasion than you probably knew. The actual US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has a real website devoted to zombie preparedness.
I mean, it'd probably be straight out the window. If there was a zombie apocalypse, I'm pretty sure everything would be like, the internet would probably end up going down.
In America, it'd be banging though. Like, imagine going to like shooting range with those sort of weapons with the zombies. Like, we'd be screwed here. What are you doing? Pitchforking them to death. Sound. Great.
You're getting your little shank out, aren't you? Your little shiv.
You're getting your little like 1842 rifle off the wall that's probably never been fired. Just backfires in your face. That's what you get.
Yeah, but you know that most people in America would probably try and shoot, and they'd end up shooting themselves somehow, wouldn't they? Because most of them probably own a gun and they've never used one.
The future in a zombie apocalypse, would you want to survive in that? So just turn it on yourself anyway, isn't it?
Exactly.
What's the point?
You're just surviving just to survive. It's not like you're going to get any enjoyment out of life, is it? You're just literally constantly worrying, like, I have to survive constantly. Whereas in the current state, I mean, yes, you do, because you have to fucking eat and all that shit, but you can do stuff with your existence.
Yeah, zombie apocalypse would be fucked.
Zombie apocalypse, like, you can go banter, you can be like, how many different ways can I kill somebody? Like Zombieland, zombie killer of the week.
Yeah.
But after like a week, you'd be like, I'm just doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
I may as well just be at 9 to 5.
Wow. When are zombies doing that?
Basically, alright. Right. Yeah, on to the next.
High heels were originally for men.
Nice. Why?
When high heel shoes first came into fashion in the 10th century, they were intended for men. It wasn't until the 18th century that more women wore high heels than men. I mean,
so nothing as to why they were meant for men.
It might just be a fashion thing. I don't actually know what the high heels. It doesn't actually say. It just says it was intended. Yeah, into fashion in the 10th century. So maybe, I mean, high heels helps with your posture when you walk. Like when you wear. I mean, not from speaking personal, but they say like from hearing certain things and seeing it. Yeah. It helps the posture with how you walk, how you present yourself.
I suppose it's the same with, let's say, skirts. Obviously, they were Scottish.
Oh yeah.
I could be way off here saying this, but obviously they're intended for the men for Scotland. Obviously women wear them, don't they? Dresses. Why are dresses a women's thing?
You know, when it might circle back round,
they could have been a man's thing, and women wear like trousers and shorts and stuff, and that would have been the normal. Well, or everybody could have just not worn nothing.
But like you said, now with like things getting accepted more, or things, it probably wouldn't put it past you that men would wear high heels.
Yeah, I've seen people wearing
or men wearing skirts. They'd probably still pull it off, to be honest. Like certain people, but.
Or obviously they might not think of themselves as men.
Have you heard the latest fashion thing? Everyone's hating skinny jeans. It's a massive thing at the minute.
Yeah, somebody said that to us, didn't they?
Really?
Yeah.
Who said that? What, in Vegas?
No, in fucking Bristol.
What?
Recently. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Mugged us off?
I think it's more...
joggers.
It depends. Yeah, but then we had the argument, but saying like, you'd still wear them. But it depends where you are, I think.
When the hell was that? I was with you. I can't remember that.
You can, you're useless at remembering.
I'd still wear skinny jeans. I don't care. Just call me an idiot or mug or dickhead.
wear what you want.
Yeah, it's my fashion. I'll
Exactly.
do what the fuck I want,
Be like, I don't think that person should be wearing a skirt, but they are, so
Yeah.
who cares?
It just fashion's always just it loops back round, wouldn't you say? It's just mad how, tapered as well at the bottom. You know, like when it's elasticated at the bottom, that's all I wear.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like great.
Just wear what you want.
I'm just shit at fashion. Like, fine.
Shit at life.
Great. Right, there we go. End it.
Right,
It's
yeah,
fun
cool.
facts, is it?
Fun. Yeah.
That was,
Dead.
wasn't it?
Yeah, they're
You're
right,
dead.
I think. I wish I was.
Right, new music.
New music, yeah. So.
Right, it was a mixture again. So the biggest one: Metro Boomin, Heroes vs Villains, 21 Savage and Nas, One Mic, One Gun, Lewis Capaldi, Pointless, James Arthur, Heartbeat, Ollie Murs, Marry Me, Metallica, Lux Eterna or something, JK, One Man Soldier, Tiggs the Author, More Fire 2, Circle Waves, Carry You Home, Bloods Boys, Eden, 180, High Res, Jimmy Levy, and United We Stand, Disturbed, Divisive, Busta Rhymes, The Fuse is Lit.
Busta Rhymes.
I can see my breath when I'm talking. It's
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
freezing,
It is
innit?
really cold. Fucking
Did you see
Busta Rhymes.
It's little EP, Fuse
That's
is Lit.
mad.
Why?
I haven't heard from him in ages.
I'll get a feature of him.
Go on then.
Yeah.
Do it. I dare you.
It'd be awesome.
I dare you. Right. Joke. I think that'll be it then.
You.
won't it? So, what do peas listen to?
What?
Podcasts, of course.
That's quite good, actually.
Banging.
Yeah. That is good. Fine.
I mean, it's top. Yeah, exactly. We're in a podcast, and it's podcast. Yeah. So-
peas in a pod. Peas in
Exactly. Right. Yeah, I think that's it for this one.
Is that it? You don't want to do another fact? Come on. Fun fact.
No, I used my fact.
Oh.
I already did that.
Jeez. Okay, fair enough.
Fun fact: the podcast is ending.
Fine. Right, find us on all streaming platforms on the SoulInsights podcast. Please leave us a rating and review if you want to. Twitter, SI Index, TikTok, and Instagram, SoulInsights. SoulInsights Index, and YouTube, SoulInsights. I need to try and find another way of summing that up, because that's AIDS just constantly saying that. I can't be asked. Just socials, you know what I mean? SoulInsights.
Just looks so SoulInsights.
I mean, you should just
That's all you
copy
have
and
to type.
paste whenever I say it, is it?
No.
'Cause I just feel like a robot every time I say it.
I mean, you just type in SoulInsights on any of the platforms, and we should come up. So
Should do.
yeah.
I
We
think
should
so.
do, to
It's
be
just
honest,
annoying
yeah.
when you get different usernames. We should
Yeah, I
sort
know,
that
that's
out,
what
isn't
we
it?
need.
Fun fact. We need to like.
Sort life out. Yeah.
Right, we're done. I'm
Right.
out.
So yeah. So
gonna- Hypothermia here.
exactly. Thank you for tuning in.
And toodaloo.